Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Salute. And today we enjoyed the last of the Jack Daniels, what was it? The
Fire. Right, whatever it is. Yeah.
Fire!
Oh, yeah. I'll have to buy a new one.
Yep, you're going to have to buy another one. And it looks like a few people that made it in.
Awesome antiquarians in the house. Nice in the nets here.
Ain't no cure for the summertime blues.
Let's not give him a reason to sing. Dawn's always delightful. Dawn is here.
And I want to thank anybody out there. If you see Dawn and Michael coming up, they've got that pretty little symbol after their name. That means they've actually they're members. So we definitely do appreciate them for signing up. And I think that they would tell you there's a fair amount of value over there on the membership side as well. But do reach out to any of them and ask, and I think they would tell you, yep, it's well worth signing up. And we'll talk a little more about that later.
Should join. Learn more about you.
That would be true. Do you really want to, though?
Jeez, here we go.
Oh.
Marvelous Michael's in the house.
Oh,
I agree.
I was singing 100%. Before the show, Mr. Magazine.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
Shot to the heart, and you're to blame.
Dandy Dave's here. How's it going? Awesome. AJ 13.
Makes fun of Paper Goy's hallway hoard at any point in the stream. Well, that's the easiest $5 you ever made.
It is true. Yeah.
Easiest $5 you ever made. Is that $5 Canadian, though?
It might not be worth it. It might hurt my neck by just doing this.
There you go.
Well, Don's got something important to say.
Hit the like button, of course.
Yep. Super C's in the house. How you doing?
Fans watch other people going, we'll get a conflict. That is true. That is very, very true.
Popular Periwinkle is here as well. Oh, that is so funny because I did that right before we went live, and I kissed the bicep. That's funny.
He did. Sun's out, guns out.
Then he made a comment that my wife would normally make. So, all right, Jay-Z Jackass is in the house. Jay-Z Jeff is in the house. Marvelous Mr. Hot Wheels is here. Totally Troy's here. How you doing?
Well, there you go.
I say that every time. I took an energy drink. I have to take an energy drink before I get here every Wednesday because I'll just doze off, and I don't want to doze off. So,
true.
Wow.
Wow, that was that's pretty strong.
Yeah,
that's pretty strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank you, Michael.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I think there's roughly 30 videos up there on the membership side. So,
Michael, send me the information so I can join.
So you can send me your login.
Exactly.
It was Jack Daniels Fire. We finished that bottle off, as a matter of fact.
Cool. Carl is here. How's it going?
All right. Jackass was nice enough to start off and tell us how his sales were first, but why don't the rest of you tell us, and you tell us, Mr. Magazine?
Well, I'm going to call myself a jackass because over the last 7 days, sales have been putrid other than like 1 or 2 days. One day we had like the best day in months. We had 2 big sales. We sold like 150 photos to one guy and 20 or 30 Don Mattingly cards to one guy.
What type of photos?
Just black and white, like cheesecake stuff.
Wow. So
like that day was like the best in like a year or something like that. Besides that, sales were putrid. And the reason is I'm at my desk. I'm contemplating why sales are putrid. And then the light bulb went on and I forgot to renew my eBay sales a week ago. So we've been going off, I guess it's good that I had some sales without the sale, but now they'll go back up again to hopefully somewhere where I can't complain too much. Amazon's been low. Website's been average to low. DVD sites better than average because we just picked up that huge collection in Texas. But, I need to make some more sales. We got payroll at an all-time high and sales low. So, it's not a good mix.
That would not be a good mix.
How are your sales?
I'm glad you asked. Oh, before I forget, I want to thank the guys for coming on by last week. Hopefully you did check out their channel. Do check out last week's live, and the link is there for it as well. They're a lot of fun. It was a really good show. Would have been better had you been here, of course, but it was still a good show. Hey, Don Soda postcard.
Good for you. Awesome. Wow.
that is odd. That is odd.
Yeah.
He was quite the ladies' man, by the way. Henry Kissinger was. He really was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, really was. Sales slow still, but did show sparks of life. The jury is still out.
Wow.
My sales have been good, but I've really ramped up my listing and purged some old inventory.
That's what we're doing. The same thing. Yeah. Very cool.
You've clicked on it already. Yes.
Yes, I know that.
There ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Nope.
I wonder why everyone's saying that.
I don't know. It's just hot. Monday was a bad day. The other days have been good. I've been doing well on eBay. I cannot complain. Amazon's doing well. Now Etsy's putrid. I've sold one item on Etsy in the last week. I sold one item on million.dollar.peddlers, one item over on Vivs-Views. I did have somebody reach out to me and found the website, but they didn't feel well. They were having problems checking out because they were Canadian, so they bought one item. I guess the website. You're
calling Canadians dumb? That's rude.
No, I'm saying my IT person screwed something up.
Oh.
So sales, yeah. So they ended up buying one item off via PayPal for the website. And then another guy went and bought 6 items, contacted me and bought 6 items off the website via PayPal. So can't argue with that. Picked up a great Disney collection. Sales are slowing down, but this will be good inventory for the winter season. Nice.
Yeah, very good.
Nice. But no, my sales have been okay. I can't argue on that. 14 out of 42 were on promoted, so a third promoted.
Wow.
So it's kind of low now. And offers, 124 old, 271 total offers in the last week I can make to watchers. Second highest ever. My highest ever was 283. Last year we had 157. So we're definitely getting a lot more opportunities to make them. People are finding my stuff. I guess listing more stuff works.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That was that crazy idea. You didn't watch last week's episode, but Stuart had this insane idea that the more you list, the more you sell.
Well, I'm glad I hired that one employee back because he's definitely been helping listing some weird stuff, and can't argue.
Wow, $200. I am thinking probably not 200 items. That would be one heck of a sale for 200 items. Buys. Dawn's already said she's not buying anything. Anybody else buying anything? How about you, Mr. Magazine?
I'm trying not to buy unless it's a really good deal or I know I can sell it and make some money. I got some guy bringing me toys, and there's actually a mix of adult stuff with it, so I can't argue with that.
What kind of toys are these?
Vintage 80s and 90s, but you're a funny guy. Other than that, not too much. I had a friend of mine call me today. Willie Mays passed away, God rest his soul. And he's like, oh, I got all this Willie Mays stuff I want to sell you. It's like, well, you're trying to sell it at a premium. It's going to be high now. Then it'll level off in a month, so I don't know if we're going to work on a deal or not. Hopefully not. I told him things are a little tight, and I don't want to pay a premium at this point, so we'll see what happens.
You know what I just noticed, Mr. Magazine? Look at the StreamYard duck.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of funny. Now I can't stop looking.
He's wearing headphones and an S on it, so he doesn't have to hear you.
Wow, but look at these. Looks like he's got this gigantic long neck now because just the way it's sitting.
Yeah.
Sorry, we'll go back to the regular show. 30-day sales are down 60%.
Mine's probably around 50 on eBay. Yeah, it's crazy.
Ouch.
It's crazy.
So I went to a house call over in Canandaigua, which was funny because I was on Popeye's postcard show last Thursday. Thank you, Popeyes, for having us. That was a lot of fun. Do check that out if you haven't already. And he was talking about trying to pronounce places, and he didn't know how to pronounce Canandaigua.
Oh,
so I'm like, Canandaigua. And it turns out I had a house call there on Friday as well. And then we went to the buffet up at the casino as well.
Now, is it technically Canandaigua? Because there's an extra N after the second A or whatever. Canandaigua.
Canandaigua. Yeah, I
don't know. Canandaigua.
Canandaigua. Yeah.
There you go.
I spent $34 in an antique booth today. The vendor passed away, and still some books and magazines left for $1. Don't tell me. I might be heading over that way. So I ended up buying the stuff out in Canandaigua. Then a dealer reached out to sell me some books. Now, these were all books that he had gone through, but he had told me if it sells for $10 or under, he didn't want to deal with it. But then he sold me some stuff that was above $10. And I know he pays $10 a box. Yeah. So I ended up, I offered him just about $6 a box for the stuff, figuring he's going to make money on what he has, but the stuff that I got, I can make money on as well.
Sure.
So I ended up doing that. There was an estate sale with comics, a ton of comics. There must have been.
Where was this at?
Out in Pittsford. Probably 20 boxes of comics, $2 a comic. I think I bought 2 comics.
Old, newer stuff?
Yeah. And mostly newer stuff. Yep.
It was just comics, nothing else.
No, there were other things there
okay.
as well. But again, I bought some postcards, 4
Hmm.
postcards, and I bought like I think 2 comics.
Wow.
So it was not worth the trip out there. And also went to a church sale, a huge church sale. It was mediocre. It was not a huge church sale. They're not supposed to lie at churches, but they definitely lied about the size of their church sale.
You just say 3 Hail Marys.
There you go. And then I went to the 2 flea markets, and believe it or not, I spent $105 at each flea market,
Wow.
which I've never spent the same amount at both flea markets in the same day.
Busy. Traveling.
And to those of you over on the membership side, I did do a haul video showing some of the highlights from the flea market. So if you are not on the membership side, operators are standing by. You can see some of the stuff that I bought, some neat stuff, and I do a little more of a deep dive into stuff as well. Glitch of the week. Mr. Magazine had a glitch that he told me about. How did that end up working out, Mr. Magazine?
Which glitch was that?
On Amazon.
Which glitch was that?
16 days after the fact, they told you about a sale and you were late in shipping it out.
Oh, that was crazy. And it was 2 of them, one day after each other, one after another. And they were both from business buyers. And one was like, what was it, 3 weeks?
16 days.
Yeah, and then I got an email, which I've never got an email for it being late. So it was like, we printed the orders, it wasn't there. Then, like, say an hour, or even if it was the next morning, it shows up as late, shipped today, and it was like middle of June, and it was dated like end of May. And then there was another one that day too as well. So I don't know. Yeah, that's just crazy. But we did get them out to him. We emailed him. Everything's nice.
And then Mr. Magazine also had a glitch on eBay. How did that one end up working out?
Which is this glitch?
That you went to relist the ended non-sold items in the store, but it kept circling all day long. You couldn't relist.
I had to wait the next day. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. I tried over and over again all day. Couldn't relist anything. Yeah, just circling.
So I had a problem as well that I couldn't log into eBay. I kept trying to log into eBay for the Papergoy account, and it kept telling me, we have run into a problem. Please try again later. But I was able to log into your account. I was able to log into Vivs-Views. I was able to log into $million. That
would make me nervous.
It made me very nervous.
You're the only one. What's going on?
And I'm like, did I just get kicked off? Did something or other happen? Why is my account locked? What is going on? So then I went and to troubleshoot, I put my password in wrong. And it goes, that's not a match. So I said, okay, it's hitting the server. Then I kind of went back about an hour later, a heart-stopping hour later, and sure enough, it ended up.
If they happened to me, you'd be getting a call. Like, I wouldn't even know what to do. Go on eBay. They're selling nooses.
But the winner of Glitch of the Week this week.
Whatnot?
Papergoy.
Oh, wow.
So the other day, I couldn't find my phone. Now it's a black phone, and sometimes it sits on top of things, and it's hard to see.
I got to ask, because my wife and son have this issue. They leave their phone on vibrate.
Nope,
and when they lose it, I don't know where it is. It's on vibrate. Well, stop putting it on vibrate or stop losing it.
No, mine was on sound, so you could call.
Oh, that's good.
The problem is I was the only person home. So, and I don't have a second phone, so I couldn't call myself. So I'm like, where is the phone? Where's the phone? I go in the basement because I had packed something. No, it's not there. Then I start saying, I couldn't have packed it. Did I? What if I packed it?
That'd be funny.
Oh, yeah, that'd be hilarious. So I'm checking the last couple of things I packed, feeling just to see, is there a phone in there?
Yeah.
Nope, that's flat. It's a magazine. So I run back around. Did I leave it in the bathroom? Did I leave it where I was listing? Did I leave it? Did I go upstairs because I found stuff in the attic? Checking the boxes, couldn't find it. Come back, running around the house. Took me about 20 minutes. Finally went back upstairs. I checked the one box. I had put stuff away in the box, and it was at the bottom of the stuff that I put away.
Well, that's a rambling story. Have a nice night.
There you go. But no, I won Glitch of the Week. I was not able to find my phone. I left out 3 packages for pickup, and I never took them. Juneteenth. Oh, yeah. Yep.
That'll do
it's
it.
The holiday. Yep, it is. And that would be a dad suggestion. He packed in a box and shipped to Hawaii. Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
No, I isn't Alexa Apple stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't afford an Apple. Found yours in a filing cabinet. See, everybody has this problem over here. Site changes. Somebody or other bought something from me and they asked to change the address. Now, I don't know if you remember. I know you don't, but about 4 or 5 months ago, somebody did the same thing. And I went to change the address for shipping on eBay.
Yeah.
It wouldn't let me.
Wow.
So I had to go on PayPal in order to buy a label and then take care of it. Today, they let me change the address. eBay let you change the address. Now, it said you're not protected.
Yeah.
But it's like a $20 item. He's sending it like 2 towns over. I'm like, I'll take the chance on that.
How about that one guy from Amazon? He's reporting me to the Better Business Bureau.
Yep. That's coming up here.
Oh, is it? All right.
Yeah,
All right.
it's coming up over here.
So apparently Alexa is Amazon, which we have Alexa in our bedroom. And all right. But then no Android. Okay.
No Android. There you go. Item of the week this week is a pretty neat little item. Have you seen this before, Mr. Magazine?
I've seen photo novels, but not that one.
Photo novels are very, very cool items. This is Lord of the Ring. And if you look through it, they're essentially comic books. Yeah. Great little item over here, Lord of the Rings photo novel. Anytime you see a photo novel, you definitely do want to buy it. They always will sell.
I used to buy a bunch from Empire Comics in the 70s and 80s.
Okay. Yep. Picked this up for, I think, $1, something rather like that, at a library sale. Paid $1 at a library sale, as a matter of fact. This one over here is about a $25 to $30 photo novel. Just to let you know, on Amazon. Lord of the Rings. So if you do see these out there, anytime you see photo novel, do pick it up. They're really, really neat items. And the nice thing about it, they can't be scanned, which is why the scanners didn't even pick this up. And that's what you do when you go to a library sale. Pick up things like this for $1 that the scanners left behind.
It's sad that they wouldn't learn by now. Like if something's not scanned, they can't pick out something that looks oddball enough for $1. You know, I mean, come on, it's crazy.
Well, don't give them any ideas.
Sorry.
Yeah, that is nice shape. Yeah. It is nice shape as well. Yep, very happy with that one over there. Insulting offer of the week. Mr. Magazine had Archie and the Gang action figures. A lot of, I don't know, 5 or 6 action figures.
They were dolls. They were tall dolls. Like, yeah.
$232 for 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
Got offered $40. He had a 1984 box of 24 unsearched baseball packs, asking $580. He was offered $181. That's a bit of a cut there.
Yeah, for sure.
I had the best little whorehouse in Texas signed playbill by Carlin Glynn. I was asking $32 with free shipping. I got a $6 offer.
Crazy.
Which basically means I would break even. I'd basically get nothing to ship it to them. And the winner this week is I had How to Proceed with Your Studies, ICS, which is International Correspondence School, booklet. I was only asking $14.17 for it.
Oh, wow.
With free shipping.
Yeah. Person
offered me $5 living in Washington State. So I contacted them back and I said, just to let you know, this is less than, your offer is less than fees, shipping, packing material, my cost of goods. I'm going to lose money if I sell it to you at $5. I can't do that. So they countered at $6.
Bye.
So I blocked them. But first I did, when I declined the offer, write them a nice little note.
Yeah.
What do you think my note said to them, Mr. Magazine?
Thank you for the same offer, but
no, they did offer $1 more. They moved it from 5 to 6.
Big deal. To me, it's the same, but yeah, I would say losing money. Sorry, go buy it elsewhere.
I said, what we have here is failure to communicate, and then I blocked him.
Nice.
Which I believe indeed we did. And Mr. Magazine had a Russian Playboy magazine with Kim Kardashian. Now, who knew she would ever be nude? CGC 9.6 had $1,000 he was asking on it. Got a $150 offer.
I mean, it's the highest. There's none other graded, and it's the second highest grade you could possibly get on a rare. Like her regular Playboy can go as high as 50. This is, it's just absurd. Even if it's worth, say it's only worth $500, $600, $700, you're still making a $100 offer on it. It's crazy.
Mr. Magazine would go into the customer issues. Mr. Magazine got an email from a guy on a Batman action figure that incidentally, this person did not win, which I always love when Mr. Magazine sends me these things and I go search these things down and I tell them, thank the person for wasting my time. The person on the Batman action figure emailed him, I have committed mistake, these article. Yes, you have. a bit of a PSA right now. Mr. Magazine got the following, and I did want to take a moment to let all of you know. The Bedroom Set by David Rogers is not the same book as The Artifact by David Rogers, nor were the books written by the same person, despite the name David Rogers. It's an extremely common name. I have reported this problem before. Does no one care? I am the David Rogers who wrote The Artifact and do not want the Bedroom Set appearing as written by me. This is completely inaccurate. Please stop misrepresenting the Bedroom Set as being the mass market edition of The Artifact and as written by me. So should you go to Amazon and look up the Bedroom Set by David Rogers, it is not the same as The Artifact. We have done our job. Up next, Mr. Magazine, you got a story to tell about Adonis cards.
Yep. So I don't know, maybe a couple months ago, I bought a collection of vintage 1980s sports cards in original boxes with original packs, unsearched, all sealed. Some were cellos, and then we started shipping them on, selling them on eBay. Someone for $200, $300, $400, $500, $1,000. No one has any issues with them. And then we sold about a $350 box of 1983 Donruss baseball, and the gentleman says he's returning it because he opened them all up and there was no good cards in there, and basically implying that we researched the packs, or whoever I got them from researched the packs and tampered with the packs and so forth. And then he gave me a negative, and then he went through the whole return process. And then I started thinking like, well, I know I didn't, but maybe the guy I got him from, which was a good friend of mine who claims his ex-partner got him back in the day in the 80s. So I started looking at all the other boxes that were $500 and $1,000 and $2,000, and they all looked legitimate. There's ways of telling with the wax back in the day if they yellowed or if the seal's like not perfectly aligned in the corners and so forth. So obviously I knew I was waiting for them to come back. I talked to eBay and they said that I can at least refund. Well, and I opened the box. There's all loose cards and no wax. They kept all the wax wrappers, which have some value. So basically, in my interpretation, I got something back differently that I shipped them, and eBay would allow me to refund half the price. So it was like $175. I gave him. So instead of me eating $350, I ate $175, which is
better than $350.
Right.
Yeah, still stinks, but yeah, definitely. Drive David Rogers bonkers. Best known for writing the Bedroom Set.
Jeez.
Mr. Magazine did get a message. He shipped something out to the Amazon address, and the person apparently didn't want it sent out there. So they sent him a nasty gram. In the message box, I typed the address to send it to and did change the address. It is your fault. In the morning, I am contacting a Better Business Bureau, which I told Mr. Magazine to contact the guy back and say it's against Amazon policies to ship to any address other than the one on file.
Exactly. No, I guess the dollar amount doesn't matter, but it was like a $15 item or something. So it's not the end of the world. It was common. I'm sure you can get another one, but it is what it is.
And then I got a international order, which I didn't realize was an international order from eBay when I got it, but they left a note. Now, remember, the way international orders work, we ship it to the shipping hub of eBay.
Yeah.
They then send it on. What they do with it when it gets there, they say they usually don't repackage it, but sometimes they do. I don't know if they read buyer's notes. I have no idea whatsoever. All I know is that once we get it to the hub, we're free and clear. He made a note. Delivery instructions. Please go halfway down the driveway following the green fence on the right-hand side. Turn right where you see two brown garage doors, and on the right-hand side, go through green wooden gate and deliver to the front door of the house. Good luck, sir.
Okay.
Good luck. I hope eBay reads the buyer's note, but that's kind of between them and whatever. Yeah. My thought is, though, if it's being delivered by a local courier that would deliver regularly, hopefully he knows that. But who knows? But again, I don't think there's any way for him to, he can tell me, but I can't do anything with that information. Exactly. That's up to eBay. Yep, definitely want to, again, thank the members who joined. There's about 30 videos up right now. So if you haven't joined already, it's easy to do. There's a link down below. Do join, and I'm probably going to put a couple more videos up this week as well. So definitely want to give you guys quality for the money. No doubt at all.
We should do one of your room and one of my upstairs at the shop. That would be a fun one.
Oh,
Definitely worth watching.
That would be fun.
We can do the new, how long has it been since the warehouse one?
Yeah, we got to do that at some point.
Yeah, that's
absolutely
jam-packed.
And my first order from
Oh, wow.
Is that a real country, or is that sounds like something rather than like Wizard of Oz? I messaged the buyer to make sure they knew they were getting a print ad. No response. So I imagine they eventually open a case. But the thing is, at least if you ship it using the eBay International, that's sending it to the hub. That's eBay will cover it, so no problem. Wow, thank you, Antiquarian. Appreciate that. Yes, I did, and it was 12,000 lines, and then they wouldn't ship it. It was weird. I did over on $1,000,000.peddlers did get an email today. They've moved my seller limit up to $5 million.
Wow.
Oh, excuse me, $5 million. Yeah, I'd be happy selling $50, so it may take a while to get to the 5 million. Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Smart.
eBay sent me an email telling me how I was doing with my shipping time. Have you ever gotten one of those? First time I ever got one of those.
I don't think so.
I'm way ahead of my shipping time, and customers are getting items faster than they're supposed to. So I'm going to slow that right down.
Did you mention last week about the German issue I was having?
Now I'm going to pull Mr. Magazine. What German issue? No, I really don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know. I'm pulling you.
About me shipping items to Germany?
Oh, that'll be coming up because it happened to me too.
Oh, good. All right. Oh,
Yep.
good.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. So I found out what you're doing about it.
Yeah. I just pulled a Mr. Magazine right there. Sales have been weird. Had 2 days under 50 and a couple of rebounds. Buys always too much. Currently under the heat dome, and I'm glad we only have 2 days of it. Oof, the heat dome. Sound like the Thunderdome?
Could be.
In fact, I don't even use tracking. That would have cost like $40, and I paid $9.50. Ooh, yeah, that's a bit of a difference there. My buy box on Amazon keeps changing. It went up to 10%, down to 8%, back up to 9%, back down to 8%.
Mine's up and down 3. I'm positive 3 or negative 3. I'm never at 0. I never see anything like it.
Don't know. And do check out Whatnot. I'm all over the place. I think I'm in like 17 trains this month. Everybody's setting up trains. I'm like, yeah, I'll join it. Yeah, I'll join it. Yeah, I'll join it. Because I got enough stuff to sell that, well, thank you, Don. Whatever opportunity I have to sell, I got to take it. Really what it comes down to.
I mean, you do have enough stuff in here.
There you go. There's your $5.
Oh, I forgot about that.
96 today. Oof. We were, I think, 85, so not too bad.
It's nice in here. I think a year ago I was probably sweating my something off.
eBay is starting to use AI in search, which I think was a good idea long term.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be some bugs to work out short term.
You're not going to sing the Nelly song?
No, I know what you mean. But no, I can't sing that song. I don't want Nelly to get mad at me and come over and punch me.
He's not relevant anymore.
Oh yeah, he is. He's all over the news.
Oh,
he
Cheerios?
married.
Oh, I thought.
No, he married some woman. I can't think of her name. Another star, and she's pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all over the news.
Wow, you're really.
I am. I watch my Nelly.
I thought there was a Cheerios issue.
Did you see Tanya Harding's skating costume from the Nancy Kerrigan attack is going up for auction?
I can only imagine what that's going to go for. $500,000, 100,000 minimum, right?
It's got to be. It was pretty, culturally. That was huge news back in the day. Yeah. I think the National Enquirer and the Globe had it every front page for about a month and a half.
So the one Tanya Harding wore when Kerrigan got beat, or the one Kerrigan had when she got beat?
No, the one that Tanya Harding was wearing. I think that would fit you now.
The Kerrigan, maybe. The Kerrigan would be a lot more valuable, I would think.
Well, you can buy the Tanya Harding and hold out hope. The Harding,
they're both going to need money at some point. So
there you go. This is going to surprise a lot of people, and you insert the joke, Mr. Magazine. I'm just going to read you the setup, and then I'll tell you what really happened. The FBI has charged 3 people in the UK for fraud with NFTs. I know that's shocking to you.
Yeah. Are they like taking pictures of NFTs and selling them as NFTs?
They might just be selling the real NFTs. Who knows? No, really what happened was They put forth that they were going to buy a Bored Ape NFT. That's
this freaking ape. Enough with the apes. Who cares?
Damn dirty ape. That they were going to then develop a video game out of. And they raised $2.7 million from people to buy this NFT and then just pocketed the money.
It's already been done. Donkey Kong. Move on.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Why do we only hear about NFT apes? Aren't there like automobiles, athletes? NFTs?
Yeah, but those are all worthless.
Wow. Okay.
Overnight, I picked up 500 items that needed item specifics over on eBay.
Wow.
So they're basically going through all my comic books and saying, you got to do better item specifics on it. Yeah, wonderful. So I was caught up. Coming up to auction soon is the earliest known First Lady photo, Dolly Madison. So a photo of Dolly Madison's coming up. I think she's eating a Zingers. I'm not sure.
What year is this supposed to be?
When was she president or First Lady? Early 1800s, right?
Wow.
Maybe mid 1800s. It was probably a little later in her life, but still a mid 1800 photo. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's the earliest known First Lady photo. And lady bought a vase or a vase. Excuse me. At this value, it's a vase. She that's quite rare.
Probably a lot of money.
I'm going to do a video game out of it, so send some money to me and we'll get going on that. A lady bought a $3.99 vase at a thrift store. It turned out to be a 2,000-year-old Mayan vase.
Wow.
She ended up actually donating it back to the country of Mexico from which it came. So there you go. Indeed she does. Indeed she does.
Cupcake, isn't that Kevin Durant's nickname?
I don't have that nickname for him, but hey, whatever.
Because he's soft.
Oh, I get it. eBay called, but I was in the basement. Then they emailed me regarding the German Lucid law, and you'll probably be getting contacted as well. If you are shipping to Germany, you have to do lots and lots of things. You have to sign up in all parts of your packaging, including bubble wrap if you use it, including any kind of envelopes, including the box, including your tape, including every single part of what you're shipping has to be essentially sustainable in order to ship over to Germany.
So what are you doing? Because you were telling me to do nothing.
Well, I use the eBay, the eBay shipping themselves where they take care of it. So then I thought about it and I said, let me go on and let me exclude Germany as a location.
Didn't you try to do it with me?
Well, can I tell a story?
Sorry, go ahead.
So I went on and I excluded Germany in a location, but I don't ship to any international countries directly. They all go first to eBay. So, but I still went down below, and you have to go to your shipping policies and you can exclude locations on your shipping policy. So I went to my shipping policies. I have 5 shipping policies. I excluded Germany down below, even though I don't know if it does anything or not.
Yeah.
But now it's taken care of, and I have Germany as an excluded location. Now, I was a little bit afraid. I did that yesterday because your good friend Orlando from Pure Hustle Podcast always says that anytime you do any major changes like that to your account, you lose sales. I did good sales today, so apparently that's not necessarily true.
So me having 100 different shipping policies.
You have 40 pages of shipping policies.
How did that happen?
You had it winnowed down, and then eBay just screwed it all up again. So you're going to have to.
I wonder if we can do it in bulk.
Well, you can go to
am I going to get kicked off or in trouble?
I don't think you're going to get kicked off because you don't ship to it directly either.
Right.
But you may have some trouble at some point. You may not be able to ship to Germany on your other sites, on your website and the like. You may not be able to because you don't have a Lucid number.
Gotcha.
But
I don't really want one. It's really not worth having it.
No, you got to pay $39 and you got to prove where everything came from.
Yeah.
2 men were arrested, including a 71-year-old. So it's good to see that 71-year-olds still go to work for allegedly stealing almost 3,000 boxes of Legos.
Oh, I heard about it. Worth, geez, what was it worth?
I didn't write that down.
100K or $1 million? It's some crazy amount of money. Was it 100,000? How many boxes?
3,000.
Oh, so it's more than 100,000. It's $30 a box. I think it might have been like $1 million or something then, or multi-millions worth. Yeah.
Crazy. Sylvester Stallone had 11 watches go for sale at Sotheby's. They estimated it would go for $6 million for them all. They went for $6.7 million. He picked up a cool 700 grand more. Good for him. He needs it.
There was some rare one that he was like begging Protect that he wanted, I guess, and he had to get on some list and he had to sign, write a letter why he should get it and stuff. And then they kept declining for years. And then he's finally gave, I don't know if they gave it to him or sold him, whatever it was. But yeah, I don't know if that's part of it.
Yeah, that was part of it because Protect's upset about that.
That was a super real one. Yeah.
Protect's upset about that.
That was a legit.
And then just wanted to point this out, bring this up. You'll see it in the Bolo video coming up in a couple of weeks. You saw it a little while ago as item of the week, Frankenstein, Armed Services Edition ASC book that I was asking $142 on. You'll see it coming up in a Bolo. It did sell for $142. I just wanted to point that out because as a few weeks ago on insulting offer of the week, a gentleman offered me $20 and said he'd like to get one for that. So would I. If I can find one for $20, I will sell it or buy it and then sell it for $142. So it's be a nice little turnaround there.
That's smart.
Talking about Willie Mays, I sold a Willie Mays 78 RPM record today for $55. Nice. Hello, Roger.
Nice.
I've sold nothing Willie Mays. Have you, Mr. Magazine?
I sold a few magazines, nothing major, and I spoke with my buddy up the street. He has a sports card shop. And he thought he was going to make a killing today. He ended up raising some of his prices because he knew yesterday when it happened or whatever, like soon. And he was surprised he hardly sold anything. So
yeah. Didn't get the bump off of him.
And, it's like anything else. I mean, he's 93. He's been signing autographs for 70 years. Mickey Mantle, they all signed a ton. So they're, if you go on eBay and type in Willie Mays signed baseball, there could be 100 or 200 of them on there. So.
I think I've got a Willie Mays autograph, but I don't think I paid a lot for it. I think I just picked it up on some deals somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it probably was $30, $40 20, 30 years ago, then 50, 100. Now it could be 300, 400, 500, maybe if it's certified.
Right. All righty. We're going to head into the main topic today. How to handle the summertime blues. Go ahead, Mr. Magazine.
Yeah, I'm trying to handle it. It's very frustrating. For me, I didn't want to do it, but my manager and Paperboy said, hey, you got a ton of inventory. You need to get it listed. You need employees to list it. It's the only way you're going to get your sales up, which, it's a balancing act because, one, I'm paying out more money for employees.
Well, you're paying out money short term. You're paying out money today to sell something tomorrow.
And I get that. And, we did hire 2 sports card listers and one, I hired back a good employee that had, he thought he had a better job at the time and he came back to me, but he's a really good lister. I can give him almost anything to list. So I've been prepping him and my manager's been prepping the card guys. The cards are more smaller, $10, $20 items, but again, they can list a ton of them and we have an endless supply of sports cards. So we're pounding those out. And yeah. The problem is is my account's dwindling down, my costs are up. So I got to make sure I don't, I keep enough money in my account to cover everything. If a deal comes in, I'm only buying it if it's a great deal or I can make money short term on it. So for me, you got to just keep pounding it out, stick with it. If you can afford to keep buying inventory, if it's good inventory, buy it, but stick with list as much as you can. Don't stop, don't slow down. Just keep pounding it out because hopefully it'll pay you back at Christmas
in the
season.
fall. Yeah. And that's always the hardest thing. We've done videos about that as well. It's hard to get excited about listing today when nothing's selling today. That's always difficult.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Always difficult. So on my death pile, I have a newspaper clipping from Seth where he bought his house after moving. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, real cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and obviously, if you're willing to take the time and use another platform, expand another platform, if it's Amazon or Etsy or whatever, try that out as well. You never know, extra income. Paperboy's been doing it for years and successful. So.
Oh, thank you. Nicest thing you've ever said. Is something wrong? Somebody wants to borrow some money. I think that does come down. Connie Max signed baseball.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a nice little item there to be sitting in the
certified.
pile.
If not, you got to get it certified to get big bucks.
Now, is it sitting on top of the pile, like precariously
holding
on top
it down?
of it?
It's like a paperweight.
Yeah, but it's a ball, so it's round. So I got to see that pile. But you've got the summer slowdown in sales, which, knock on wood, I've not had yet. But it's going to come because that's just the way things work. And also, I'm having a good week this week. I'm going to be sitting here next week telling you, it's never been so bleak. This is terrible. It's also, at least up here, I know other parts of the country got out sooner. This is pretty much the last week of school, right?
Yeah, some are done. Yeah, my kids are done.
Yeah, so school's just about over. You got the graduations, you got all that. Some people had graduation a few weeks ago. Colleges did. You've got all that. People are planning their holidays. We're only a couple of weeks away from 4th of July. So, you're planning to go away somewhere for 4th of July, which is on a Thursday. So you're going to be taking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
True.
You're not buying anything a couple of days before it. One reason why you're not buying something or other on the 1st if you're going away is
7th is a Sunday.
7/7. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Thank you. But you're not buying something or other on Monday the 1st if you're going away because it's not going to come in on time. You don't want it to come in and sit on your porch.
We're going to have craft sales until after the
After the 7th. Yeah.
8,
Yeah. I would think so because, again, people are going to be going away. They're not going to be buying stuff on Monday unless they're around. Oh,
well,
all right.
And surprisingly, and I don't remember, you would have these stats, but like Father's Day, I never remember having horrible sales. Like Mother's Day, maybe, and my Father's Day sales were just horrible. And then Monday was as well. Monday was
really bad. Sunday was okay. One thing I've noticed though is I'm not selling a ton of items, but I am selling some better items.
Yeah,
and that's helping.
Yeah, same with us. Yeah, true.
But yeah, there's so many other things going on, and another problem that's going on as well. And this is a double problem. Heavy garage sales, which I don't go to, but heavy garage sales, church sales, flea markets, the various antique shows and all of that. And that's a problem for two reasons, Mr. Magazine. The number one reason is I buy too much. So I go to these various things.
Is it double or nothing?
I don't know. That might be.
Is it double or nothing?
I go to these things and I buy a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But you know what the other problem is, Mr. Magazine?
You're going to tell us.
I shall. Everybody else goes to these things and buys a lot of stuff as well. And if you, not you yourself, but you are going out and buying stuff at the flea market and you collect something, hey, you found a couple of things at the flea market cheap, or even if you paid up on them, you found a couple of things at the flea market, you give yourself a budget of $25 a week to spend on stuff. You found it at the flea market.
Sure.
You're not buying the thing off of me because you already got something this week at the flea market.
Right.
You've run around, you've done all that buying. Or if somebody's buying from me to resell, they don't really need to buy from me to resell because they've got 50 other places to buy from as well at this point. So that's a lot of competition that you may not think about as being competition, but it is competition.
Oh, yeah.
If you're out at a flea market, you live in Iowa and you go to the flea market, you don't have to buy something from me. You might find it out in Iowa at the flea market.
True. Yeah.
But in the middle of winter where there are no flea markets, you're buying it from me. That's what it comes down to. So you got to think about that as well. It is hard to stay focused every day as far as that goes. Also, the other thing too is you've got all the things you want to do yourself, whether it's wash the car, whether it's you have to mow the lawn, whether you tend to the garden, whether you trim the hedges, whatever it is that you have to do, you're doing all this as well. Or geez, I wanted to clean the garage out. Let me clean the garage out this weekend. That takes away from buying time and selling time as well. Right. There are only so many hours in a day. So what you need to do is you need to focus and get it taken care of, depending upon where you're living at and what your situation is. If you got air conditioning, good time to list is in the middle of the day because you really don't want to be out in that hot sun unless you're a mad dog or an Englishman. You don't want to be out in that hot sun at noon. If you've got things you have to do outside, well, sit in the evening if you don't have air conditioning, sit in the evening and list the stuff. The other thing too that, knock on wood, hasn't happened yet, but I'm worried about is with these hot temperatures, with the amount of stress that puts on the grid. And if people lose their power, it's going to be a little hard for them to buy stuff on eBay.
True, yeah.
Although I know a lot of people do use the mobile and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But again, if you're sitting there without any power, are you worried about shopping eBay? No. Or are you worried about when your power's coming back on? And is all the food in my fridge going to stay good? And is.
True.
I have not made it over there yet. I have told Flip and Rue I would make it over there. I have told Primetime I'm going to make it over there. And I've told Jeff Norton I'm going to make it over there.
Is that every weekend?
It is every weekend.
I'm going to be there this weekend.
There you go. So Mr. Magazine will make it there before me.
I will try.
I will have to go there at some point. It is on my list of things to do. I just haven't made it over there yet. Okay, that's good to know. But yeah, hopefully that helps you a little bit. It is a tough time of year for buying. It's a tough, or because you buy too much, it's a tough time of year for selling, just because there is a slowdown. There's so many other things. And, especially up north, because we have such a short season that if you own a boat, you're going out boating. I mean, because you're not going out boating in December.
Right.
Yeah. You own a motorcycle, you're taking it out. You own a sports car convertible, you're taking it out. You're doing all that stuff because you want to enjoy it, because we have such a short season up this way. And if you have the opportunity, gee, do I want to sit around and buy old magazines, or do I want to take my sports car out? As much as I wish you'd buy old magazines, you're probably not. Just the way it is. But that's that. So hopefully it helped you a little bit there. We're going to go into the rambling story of the week. And I've actually got it this week.
Nice.
Do you remember where I went to for my buy on Friday, Mr. Magazine? It's a quiz back to earlier in the show. Popeyes can't pronounce it.
Neither can I.
Really? We went to the casino afterwards. We went to the Racino to have the buffet afterwards.
This was today? You didn't talk about it today.
So I went to Canandaigua.
Oh, that.
Wow.
Well, that was too easy. I didn't think it was that. I thought
wow. So
I thought you were talking about Albuquerque or something.
Yes, Albuquerque. I went to Albuquerque. I went to Canandaigua for a buy.
All right.
80-year-old lady.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother had recently passed at 100 years old. And she had lived in this house with her mother. And going in the house, the one bathroom, I have never seen a bathroom like this before. It was literally tucked in underneath the stairs. I would have to duck to get into the door. I said,
like Willy Wonka when that room was getting smaller.
I said, that's an interesting bathroom. She goes, yeah, I call it my Harry Potter bathroom. I'm like, okay, that's a weird little bathroom over there.
Was it updated?
I didn't go in it. I just saw it from the outside. Yeah. So, I'm buying the books from her and all that kind of stuff. And, I'm making small talk with her. And what is a Canandaigua? It's an Indian term that means great reseller. I don't know what it means. It means something. Canandaigua. And I asked her, what do you do? And she goes, or what's going on with the house, et cetera, et cetera. She goes, yeah, I flip houses. Oh, wow. I said, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, I fixed this house up, lived here with my mom for a couple of years, flip it. I flipped 2 other houses. I've got 1 more house I have to flip. I said, oh, that's cool. I go, you hire contractors out and all that? Oh, no, I do it myself. She's an 80-year-old lady doing plumbing and throwing drywall up. And meanwhile, I can't change a light bulb.
You must be in good physical condition.
Well, that's funny. Mrs. Papergoy came in to help me carry books out to the car.
Yeah.
And this 80-year-old woman is handing books. We ran the, you pass it to one person, pass it to the other person.
Yeah.
So she's picking the books up and she's handing them to Mrs. Papergoy. She grabs this box, goes like this. Oh, here, this is a little heavy. Hands it to Mrs. Papergoy, was like, like that. Wow. And this lady was, 5'2", 120 pounds. She's throwing drywall up at 80 years old.
That's crazy.
Absolutely insane.
I didn't want to do it when I was 25 or 30, moving into a house. I didn't want to do that.
God bless her.
Jeez.
God bless her. And that's one of the great things about reselling is you meet all different kinds of people out there. Because again, when she said she flips houses, like, oh, you contract all the stuff, general contractor.
That's the way to do it.
No, I do all the work myself. I love that.
She makes a lot of money then.
Oh, she makes a lot of money doing that. Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, really? All right. Yeah. I've never seen that like that before.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anybody has a house they want to have flipped, I know an 80-year-old lady that'll buy it and throw the drywall. Hey, God bless her.
Wow.
Do hit the like button if you could. Do check me out over on Whatnot. I've got about 77 auctions lined up right now. I know I have Manfemera coming up on Saturday. I believe it's 3:30 p.m. All stuff, baseball stuff, sports stuff, cool stuff like that. You definitely will enjoy that. And again, one last shameless plug. If you've not tried the membership side yet, do so. There's about 30 videos up. I promise I'll put a couple more up this week. It is good content. You can reach out to any of the members. They will tell you. I'm trying to definitely make it worth your while. Give it a try. Try it for a week, cancel, whatever if you don't like it. But do give it a try. That's the end of the shameless plug on that over there. To store. Hey-oh, see the lights? I do the bad jokes here.
Canandaigua.
That's as big of an applause as I gave Dawn for her sale. Woohoo!
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hot Wheels. Do hit the like button, and we will see you next video. Sign up for the membership. Sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up.
Take care. Bye-bye.